Hi, David Cay Johnston for DCReport. I want to draw your attention to a very important story about Trump, Silicon Valley, and your freedom, a story that isn't getting attention in the big news organizations. It is, however, the subject of a column in the San Jose Mercury by Max Taves, who used to be a DCReport contributor and is now the deputy opinion editor of the Mercury. He points out, quoting two congressmen from Silicon Valley, that the CEOs of the big digital companies and social media companies are terrified of Donald Trump. They are so afraid they aren't speaking up, they aren't saying anything that might arouse his ire, and frankly, with good reason. Donald Trump, some months ago, said that Mark Zuckerberg, who heads Meta, which owns Facebook, should be prosecuted along with his wife, Priscilla Chan, for, quote, a plot against the president. Ridiculous as that is, people like Zuckerberg need to take it seriously because the Attorney General of the United States, Pam Bondi, is not acting as every one of her predecessors did as the attorney for the United States of America and its people, but as Donald Trump's personal attack dog in everything she does. Max notes that Intel, the big computer chip maker, has sold a 10% stake to the federal government. Now, the story, when it broke, was reported as passive investment by Washington. Why our federal government needs to be a passive investor has never been made clear. But Max didn't just take the news of the day as provided. He went and looked at the disclosure statement that has to be filed. And lo and behold, it contains what he calls a stadium-sized loophole. Whenever Intel does something that Donald Trump thinks is not in the interests of the United States, he can step in and act as an owner to tell Intel what it may and may not do. This is all right out of the communist Chinese playbook in Beijing. Every sizable business in China has a government and party minder, and the government has a stake in it to make sure that they behave the way President Xi and his minions want. Well, that's what's now coming to America. Max's column is outside the paywall, so you don't have to be a Mercury subscriber to read it. I hope you do. I hope you think about what this means for your freedom, and I hope, more importantly, you spread this news to others.